So the time has come to do an unboxing on the Motorola Razr Plus. Now this phone's supposed to be a Galaxy Z Flip killer, so we'll see if that's the case, but I gotta say, I'm very excited to check this thing out. Now, I got it in black. I originally ordered it in blue, but there was a back order on it, so I was like, all right, I'm not gonna wait an additional, whatever, week or two. I'm just gonna go with black, so we'll see how it looks. Of course, let's get the wrapping off this, and we'll see what else is in the box. All right, getting it, struggling, okay. Okay, so some other things about this phone while I'm getting the wrapping off. It does sell for $1,000, so it is priced the same as the Z Flip series, and dang, it looks nice, guys. Now, the one thing this phone's got going for it is instead of the cover screen being, just a part of it on the outside, this phone, the whole outside is the cover screen. So gotta say that's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see what else is in the box, though. I'll come back to the phone in a second here. All right. Feels like we got like a little user manual in here, maybe a charger. All right. The box just slipped out of, I'm sorry, that slipped out of my hand. That was hilarious. All right, let's look at the phone. Okay, so some of the basic specs on this thing. It's got a 6.9-inch OLED display when it's opened up, but the cover screen on here, it's the full thing, like I said, 3.6-inch OLED. Super cool. All right, so I'm going to turn it on, but I got to say, first impressions, the phone actually feels a lot, it almost kind of like looks like the Galaxy Z Flip a little bit, just how it kind of opens and closes. So obviously it's not, but it does have that vibe to it for sure. But, the cover screen looks awesome. All right, so I'm powering this thing on. Also, I needed to point out, as we're getting into it, if you guys, wanted to check this phone out at any point or get on our tech newsletter, we'll have some links directly below in the description. Also, tap the like button on this one. I would definitely appreciate it. Don't usually shout out for that, but, I am today. Okay, skipping through the startup screen to save some time here because you guys know how that can be. And the first thing I always like to do is check the wallpapers on these phones, so we'll see what comes stock. I do like the wallpaper that comes when you load up the phone, but okay, it looks like, all right, so it looks like as far as like the Motorola for this, I've only got one other option. It's like a lighter one, so I'll just kind of click that and whatever it is, what it is. All right. All right, I kind of want to take a look at the cover screen on this. I'm not really sure how it works just yet, but I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you guys can see. It is like the full thing. That is really cool. All right, so you got the battery icon down here. I believe you can do the volume control on the side of it with the time. All right, I'm probably going to have to come back to this in a future video because I'm not really sure how it works. This is my first time really messing around with it. Some other specs on this phone, it does have a 3800 mAh built-in battery, which is a little bit on the smaller side for this size phone, so we'll see how that goes. Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, 32 megapixel front-facing camera, which is actually pretty good for selfies. And then you've got the 12 megapixel, 13 megapixel ultra wide on it. But, I got to say, guys, my first impressions on this, it's a beautiful phone. For $1,000, it is priced exactly the same as the Galaxy Z Flip series. And, time will tell if this is going to be a Galaxy Z Flip killer. I don't really know how the performance of the phone is just yet. But the next thing I do want to do for you guys is, how I normally do this, just run some video and gaming for you so we can just test out some of the performance. So let's do it. Of course, before we get more into this, we wanted to recommend our must-try app, which is Ignition Poker. Now, the cool thing about Ignition is they have both free and real money games. You can play up to 4 tables at a time, and they've got some of the biggest tournaments to play online. Now, this hand right here was pretty sick. We had an ace-10 suited in a $200 cash game, and we flopped the biscuits. Of course, as you're watching this hand play out, if you wanted to learn more about Ignition or get started, we'll have some resource links directly below in the description.